So Silver Pop here, and today we're cleaning up the old GD4002T tailgating grill by Royal Gourmet. I wanted to do a kind of a 6-month review, 6-month check-in, and let you know how this thing's holding up in the coastal Carolina weather. Okay, so here's the bare bones. This is the frame and burners of the Royal Gourmet GD4002T tailgating grill. Once again, I want to tell you, the little feet on these things are hard plastic, and it wanted to slide around a lot on this metal countertop, so built that aluminum frame to hold it in place, and that's done pretty good. It could be a nightmare to have a grill full of burgers and this thing just slide right off the back of it. But I am starting to see where right here, this is the side where I keep the griddle. For some reason, the coating has started to come off, and I am starting to get a little bit of surface rust. Getting a little bit of rust on the burners. But I'll turn these on so you can see how they work. Got a pretty good flame pattern at full blast. All right, so like I said in my unboxing video, these are the kind of heat shields. And they just get positioned on either side. You can have the griddle on this side or the grills on this side. I prefer my griddle here and grill here. The griddle side, on the other hand, does seem to get a little bit of surface rust. I try to keep it seasoned up pretty good, but I have been putting this cover on it, and even with the cover on it, the moisture gets in up underneath it and will start to puddle under the cover on the griddle. So I just have to kind of get that brushed back down, re-season it every time before I cook. The other thing that I'm not crazy about is the little port here. This little port is for grease to drip. Then it's got this little chute underneath that allows it, the grease, to drip into this drip tray. Then it drips, or it's supposed to drip, all the way down to those ports, and underneath that is the little catch tray, which is a nice size catch tray. And it does work, but sometimes it starts to settle up here and not make it all the way down. So it's a little bit of a complaint. I wish this thing had a little more of a slope to it. Either that, or I guess I could put my griddle on the other side and it would be closer to those holes. Actually, under a closer inspection, I think I understand what my problem is. The little drip tray holds on this very small piece of metal trim that goes from the front to the back. And this side, the little weld, I guess, that holds this thing up where it's supposed to be, has broken free and is no longer keeping that thing on level. So yeah, it's not going to drain down to this end the way it's really supposed to. So now I got it put back together, and I went ahead and threw some oil on there. I've got it nice and hot. I wiped it down a couple times. You can see I've gotten rid of most of the surface rust just by doing that. Working on getting another coating using some cooking oil. Did the same thing, went ahead and threw some fresh oil on the grates, letting that bake on there a little bit. We're just trying to create a coating. Anyway, so like I said, had that thing for about 6 months now. Cost $179, $180 on Amazon. I like it just because it's the tailgating type and it fits the space that I have very well. I don't really want a traditional style grill, which I guess I could find one that I could probably take the base off of and get it up there like that. But anyway, it's holding up so far. A couple little rust spots, but it's still working very well. Heating very uniformly. So hopefully it'll last a couple years.